We have some Hell of Us reviews, and all across the board, we got some 9s, some 8s, and we got some 7s. Overall, I'm seeing positive things, which is a good thing because I got into it and I've been watching a lot of trailers, and I also played the demo, and I was very conflicted about the game because I don't know if I had liked it or I didn't have like it. But overall, I was very intrigued when I was playing Hell of Us. With the demo, you go right into the story.
Now, let's begin. How did you get into Hadia?
The yellow brick road.
The story, I was intrigued. I was very intrigued when I got into it. I was very in tune with what been going on and what been said. And the game overall, once we finally, from the cinematic, I was glued. I like to be immersed in the story of what the game is trying to say. So once we finally had got into the game, that when it was like, let's see how we feel, how it plays, and what does it do in a sense. The comeback is okay. It's not, so to say, bad. It's not, so to say, bad, but it's not really that different than the other action adventure games. So like it is overall a pretty smooth combat system. It's not too bad. We played with the sword. The sword was pretty decent, but then once I found dual axes, I felt a little bit better fighting with the dual axes when it came down to combat wise. But it's not really all that, sort of say, great. You're different. You got a little parry system where you parry and then you got this little white circle around you to give you more health if you parry right. Done them, and then you get like a execution type of attack. Do a good parry and then you stun them, you get an execution. It'll tell you hit a button. I can't remember what button it was, really the square or X, that you just finish them out and do a little execution scene. The combat is decent. They'll say they're not holding your hands, and I could tell once I got into the game that it really was no direction. You just had to just explore, and then once you found somebody to talk to, you just had to figure out what's going on from there. Now, the first cutscene, that's when you was captured. Then once you got into the game, this was from the demo. I don't know if the beginning of the game will be like this, but once I got into the game, you don't know. You just exploring, looking for somebody to talk to. Then once you find an NPC to talk to, you'll ask them who they are. Then from there, different prompts come.
I damn well know why I despise the bastards. I'd be at the front if I were any younger. I'd show the subs as much mercy as they did my boys. President Yanko, no matter how you feel about the bastard, he held everything together.
That's how it pretty much was. But discovering it, not having a map, I would like to have a map, but I would say the open world of it is not that. It's not that bad. It's a hit and miss to me when it comes down to not having a map to actually see where I'm going. Now, I understand that you don't have to hold my hand to push me to the direction that I need to go, but at least a map is very something. A map is needed, especially when you just doing all other stuff and trying to explore the whole entire map. A map is needed. The interface of the game, that's why I really like it. Gives me that 90 feels, like that PlayStation 2 type. I think it's mainly because how the green that they're using and how you go into the interface. The interface just look very 90-ish, and then I really like that style, so I really had no problem when it came down to the looks of the game. The puzzles is actually pretty decent, man. The puzzles, I would say, it could be easy, but if you really not that particular person that play puzzle games or just solving puzzles, you'll have a small difficult time with it because they have different styles of puzzles. They have one where it was images on the stone that you had to figure out what was the last stone so you could put it in the same order. And then also once I got into the building, it was a word puzzle pretty much. So you had to see what descriptions had said once the drone had scanned the wall to give you what was said, and then you had to go back to the door and put those images together in order to be able to open the door. So it's a little bit of challenging if you don't really play puzzles in games. It's just the small things. There's a lot of meat on the bone when it comes down to Hell is Us. I will say I did enjoy the game. Once I got the end scene of thank you for playing the demo, I was actually shocked. I was like, oh man, that's it. So I was very immersed and I was ready to embark on the journey for this game. And with the reviews giving it 8s and 9s and some 7s, it's not a bad game to pick up, I would say. I'm conflicted with it, and I just want to know what y'all guys' thoughts about the Hell of Us. And y'all guys gonna get this, or this is a title that y'all guys gonna wait on. But I don't know. My radar going to just go ahead and play it in and buy it, but at the same time, it don't try to reinvent the wheel, but it does lack the combat systems that in the later games, like the games that we already had played this year. It does not do anything that differently. It just straight to the point, cookie cutter combat. That's the best way I can explain it. It's just a cookie cutter combat. It's not bad, but it also not great, I would say. The story, the discovery, the not holding your hands, you just basically dropped in a world and trying to figure out what going on, what you need to do, what's good and what's bad. That is a good game. But if combat is your thing, then I don't know. I really don't know. But guys, let me know how y'all guys feel down below, what y'all think about the reviews on Hell is Us, and I will see y'all guys in the next video. Peace.